My name is Nate Wickemeyer. I'm the quality assurance expert with Oasis Turf Tree, and I'm here today to talk about grassy weeds. To start, let's define what a grassy weed is. Grassy weeds are invasive, ugly grasses that can become a nuisance to the lawn and landscape. There's two different types of grassy weeds, annuals and perennials. Crabgrass, which is an annual, dies on its own every season and has a life cycle less than 1 year. While perennials may mimic the look of crabgrass, they have a life cycle of more than 2 seasons and can be extremely difficult to control. Here at Oasis, we can help prevent crabgrass breakthrough by applying a pre-emergent in the early spring prior to the mid or end of April. If crabgrass breakthrough does occur, we can use a post-emergent selective weed control to help control this invasive weed. In our area, we also experience a number of perennial grass-like weeds. Some examples of these would be Johnson grass, Dallisgrass, and Field Paspalum. A common perennial grassy weed that we deal with is Johnson grass. This was originally brought here years ago to help with erosion control. However, nowadays it has become a very big nuisance in a residential home lawn situation. Johnson grass can be easily identified in the lawn by a white vein that runs up the middle of the leaf, and in unmowed areas it can reach a height of 6 to 8 feet. Some other invasive perennial grassy weeds that we deal with in our area are Dallisgrass and Field Paspalum. Both are very similar and have almost identical growth characteristics. These weedy grasses grow in patches in the turf. All of our perennial grassy weeds that we deal with in our area can invade the lawn for numerous reasons. Most commonly, they are spread through air and wind by seed travel. These weed seeds can survive in the soil for many years before germinating. This makes them especially difficult to treat and control. Although there's no fully effective way to preventatively or curatively treat for these perennial grassy weeds, there are a number of things that we recommend to do to help control them. The first suggestion will be properly maintaining the mowing height of your turf. Although this suggestion may not physically remove any unwanted plants from the turf, it will greatly reduce any unwanted visual symptoms. Another suggestion we have would be to physically hand pull the unwanted weeds. However, this may leave behind root structure and plant material in the soil, which could cause to another breakthrough later on in the season. The best suggestion we have is to practice aerating and overseeding the lawn with a more desirable turf-type tall fescue grass seed. This will help greatly reduce the space that these perennial invasive grassy weeds have to grow. And remember, the best defense against weeds is a thick and healthy turf. Thanks for watching, and I hope these tips were helpful.